Hey guys, what's up? My name is Adeno Rosnator, and today you're not going to guess. Remember the video we reacted to Paperbag Boys? The interview with Corina fucking, I don't know how to say her name. Boettger, yeah, that's the way you say her name. So remember that video we reacted to? Well, guess what? She's now trying to cancel him. Right. Do you know the reason why? Because she thinks that, or not she thinks, she's saying that he baited her into that interview. You heard me right, folks. She's saying he baited her into it to spill about the drama about Jacob Takanashi and other shit. Now she's trying to fucking cancel him. God, how stupid can you be? Seriously. Today we are going to react to Paperbag Boy's response to it. God, man, she's a pathological liar. Of course she's gonna do that. Jesus Christ. The moment she is not viewed as a as a nice person, she's gonna act like a fucking victim. Well, that's enough of me talking. Let's get to the video.
So Paimon's voice actor is literally trying to cancel and literally ruin the reputation of old Paperbag Boy's channel just for giving her an interview that was impartial, giving someone an interview that directly disagrees with almost every single point that I have. An impartial interview is actually super respectful, but according to her, that's baiting her into it. That is literally tricking her into the freaking interview where she would...
Guys, an impartial interview is baiting her into spilling secrets. You get that? Completely impartial interview. Does that make sense? To me it doesn't, but to her it does for some fucking reason.
Expose some very crazy information. You know, I didn't really believe whenever people told me that Paimon's VA behind the scenes was just a full-blown pathological liar.
Wait a second, dude, you didn't believe people? Your audience are one of the biggest hater of Corina Boettger. And you still didn't believe them saying that she's a pathological liar? Oh God. No wonder. Jesus Christ, man. God, and now, obviously now he's seeing the real picture.
Well, I definitely believe it now, boys. You would have thought Corina committed crimes against humanity the way these people going on. All they did was call out the scabbing behavior that the VA did, but oh no, gotta find a way to make English VAs the villain somehow. No, the issue is not that she was calling out a scab. The issue is that she was endorsing all the bullying and doxing that Jacob Takanashi got. But this is how she replies to this. When this person originally reached out to me, they were apologetic. I chose to believe him because I hoped that people would give me the same courtesy. In the end, he showed his true colors. I'm not mad that I choose to believe that people can change.
Wait a second. She's saying, I hope that I would hope that other people will give me the same courtesy. Dude, you didn't have anything to give you courtesy about. Did you hear the shit you said in that interview? Fucking hell. And you said in the end he showed his true color. But I'm not mad that I chose to believe that people can change. What fucking true color, man? He took a fucking interview. There is no true color in that. Suppose it's not him. Because we know that Paperbag Boy's audience is one of the biggest hater of Corina Boettger. Suppose he was not the interviewer. Suppose another interviewer took her interview. Obviously, they are going to ask about the Jacob Takanashi incident. Obviously. Because people out here, they want to see an interview where they're talking about the recent drama. They don't want to see an interview where you're just telling about yourself. No, they're there to see you talk, to give your point of view about the whole controversy. People are there to see that. And you just double down on everything you already did. Jesus, man.
Absolutely insane. I'm going to read to y'all one of the freaking emails that I sent to her literally after she had already agreed to the interview. This is after she agreed to the interview. Does this sound like somebody that's apologetic for the content that they've made? Just fair warning, I've been holding off on posting any more VA strike content, even though it's the main focus of my channel, out of respect until we get to work on the interview.
Now,
but I'll probably have to go back to covering VA drama today in hopes that you do want to get something worked out soon. I will refrain from talking about you directly and just cover SAG drama in the meantime. Hope all is well, Paperbag.
Bro literally said he's not gonna talk about you, and you out here fucking digging yourself a bigger hole than you're already in. Jesus Christ, man, how fucking dumb are you?
Boy, absolutely freaking ridiculous, absolutely insane. Now I would leak all of the emails, but the person that leaks DMs literally is always in the wrong, and right now I promise you, in the public eye, I am in the right, and I am not doing anything at all to just
it's understandable. Obviously you're in the right. No one against Corina Boettger is gonna be in the wrong. He doesn't have to say to us that he's in the right. We all know that he's in the right. The thing is, it's her problem that everything she does, every time she gets called out, she's going to act like the victim. That's her entire fucking problem, man.
Justify that.
She won't take accountability for anything. She's going to act like the fucking victim each and every time.
I am just here to refute her points and prove her wrong. Now, what she's talking about, me being apologetic, is way after she had already agreed to the interview. It was at the end of the pre-call before we started the interview. I said, you know, I've gone after you so harshly because I literally called for her to get fired, and I am the one reason that the petition for her recast has so many freaking signatures.
Is there another kind of signature where we can maybe do a petition to her to not be recasted again? We want another Paimon. Come on.
He said, you know, I went after you so harshly. You seem like a genuine human being, so I just want to apologize for going after you so harshly. And then I told her that I don't really have a problem with the voice actors. It's SAG-AFTRA that I mainly have a problem with, which I've said many times on this freaking channel. So for her to say this is absolutely disingenuous as fuck. But here she's requoting this where it says, after Jacob was replaced because she misspoke. And Kanish says, isn't it John? And she says, I misspoke in the interview as I was really nervous. I had noticed this after the interview and asked the YouTuber to put an asterisk on the video explaining this, and he told me he would. I guess he didn't.
Wait a fucking second. What do you mean he guessed he didn't? Guys, we literally stopped the video where there is an asterisk saying it's not Jacob, it's John. He absolutely fucking fixed it. We even talked about it, saying like, if she actually gave a fuck about Kinesh's voice actor being replaced, she's going to say John and not Jacob. She does not give a fuck. She absolutely does not give a fuck. She just wants to be proven right. She just wants to say that doxing Takanashi was the right thing. But God, she does not give a shit, man. If she did, even if she was nervous, right? Even if she was nervous, she would still get the interviewer name right. I mean, not the interviewer, I mean the Kinesh voice actor's name right? Jesus, man.
I absolutely did. And you know I did. I put one in the captions, in the description.
We saw it in a video. You fucking did.
I put it everywhere I could because it had already been in YouTube Studio ready, because I had to wait 24 hours just for you to watch the freaking video and approve it, which is absolutely sickening because I could have just freaking posted it, but I didn't.
She approved it. She approved the video. That means she also saw, in that sense, right? In that sense, she also saw he fixed the name from Jacob to John. She's saying, I guess he didn't. She's fucking lying again, dude. The truth is out there. People can see the fucking truth. Why are you still lying? It does not make sense. People can literally go and see the truth. It makes your words have no real value at all.
I let you watch it as a fucking courtesy. But here it says, she says, I guess he didn't. The issue is not that I did not correct you well enough. The issue is what you stated, because you stated that John being recast was your last straw. It was the straw that broke the camel's back, baby. It was the last straw. You were done with HoYoverse after that. You were done. But you couldn't even get the fucking dude's name right. You couldn't even get his fucking name right. How can
Exactly
you care
what I
about
said.
him? How can it be the last straw? How can it be such a big issue to you if you misspeak the dude's name twice? You can't even get his name right twice. You didn't care about that freaking guy. Oh my goodness, dude. Such a disingenuous person, such a pathological liar. Absolutely insane. The fact that this person can actually discredit me as an interviewer for giving her an impartial interview is ridiculous. Here she's requoting this person saying, I know we hate Corina, but this is really excessive. To summarize, a YouTuber pretended to be on Corina's side to get them into an interview, hoping that Corina voluntarily spills some drama. The fact that she
Didn't she absolutely voluntarily spill the drama? He asked her the drama, and she spilled the drama. If she did not want to be baited into it, she should have not accepted the interview. Even if she did, right? Even if she did accept the video, she could have absolutely avoided answering that question. This is completely on her, and she's acting like the victim. Again, no accountability at all.
posted this knowing that she approved of every single question beforehand and watched the entire freaking video and could have had anything cut out that she wanted is absolutely insane. Corina being Corina does exactly that and more, not only indirectly but revealing their recast, but also dropping some severe accusations about not getting paid that will almost certainly come out as verifiable lies that will land them in trouble in the near future. The fact that she doesn't realize what they're referring to as a verifiable lie is insane. Nobody's saying that she's not.
Wait, she does not realize that she's talking about Hoyo not paying her. She actually does not. I didn't lie about me not paying on time. The last paycheck I took was 5 months to get. We will pass the 30 days started on. Oh Jesus!
Not getting paid. They're saying that when she said it was HoYoverse, that it was actually the freaking studio.
It's not HoYoverse.
It was incredibly disingenuous to say that it was HoYoverse to begin with. I didn't lie about not getting paid on time. The last paycheck I got took 5 months to get. As you can see, knowing all the information behind the scenes, she did not care to refute this person. She did not care at all. Absolutely ridiculous. So disingenuous. Such a terrible person. It's ridiculous. I am begging VAs, she reposted this by the way, I am begging VAs for anyone getting invited to interviews really to please research who the interviewers are before accepting.
Not that. She reviewed the fucking footage. She could have had shit removed. She did not do any of that. She even lied about Paperbag Boy not fixing Jacob to John. See, my God, this is a whole slew of trouble, dude.
She knew who I was. She knew what my channel was about. She literally saw my videos before and had even watched some of them. She absolutely had researched me before. She just wanted to get her public statement out and reach my side of the audience, which was her #1 haters freaking audience. This guy is literally a pro.
She wanted to be Jesus. You heard me. She wanted to be Jesus. As she wanted to convert his people to be her followers or something. I don't know.
AI
I'm talking out of my ass.
Giving him positive attention doesn't do the anti-AI movements any good. Y'all wonder why I chose the AI freaking picture for my thumbnail for my 2K milestone video. It was so SAG-AFTRA would strike my video and I wouldn't get any hate comments. Okay, absolutely. That's exactly what it was for, boys. It's so they strike my fucking channel. Okay, here she just says, I totally get that, but when this guy reached out to me, we had a conversation beforehand and he apologized to me. He told me he was trying to make a shift in his content, and for now I was choosing to give him that chance. He might have been lying. Who knows? We'll see.
Oh God, man. He apologized to you. She's not saying that he apologized after the pre-call. She's not saying that. She's saying that he said that before she agreed to the interview, which is not the truth. Again, she's lying right out of her teeth.
Absolutely ridiculous. You know, I only apologized to you after you had already accepted the interview and we were going into it. We were absolutely going into it. As for a shift in my content, I told you that I couldn't cover the Genshin VA drama forever because it was going to end, and I wanted to switch to some anime drama, or maybe stick with VA drama and mixed with anime drama, because the freaking drama was going to end. I can't keep doing it forever. I have to literally make other content as well. Not because I didn't start liking SAG-AFTRA. I literally told you that I hated SAG-AFTRA, even reposting this person here, Serena Kilsch. It's pretty embarrassing on your part as a so-called journalist-interviewer if you're baiting people by gaining their trust with ill intentions. You guys wonder why I've been getting so much freaking hate on Reddit. It's because Corina was reposting shit like this, reposting this absolute disingenuous stuff, knowing that it was a lie, knowing that it was a lie, which makes me believe that this is their next PR move, that they're absolutely trying to run this PR scam, trying to say that I baited them into it because SAG-AFTRA did not like what they said in that interview. That's why. Absolutely. Why do people choose to act this way for fucking clout? I said in one of the emails whenever I wrote her that it would be a win-win for both of us. I said, I'm not gonna lie, it's for content, but this is gonna be a win-win for both of us. You get the chance to have your piece and speak your piece to your number one haters audience, and I get a good fucking interview and video. Okay, that's literally what that was. The freak tell me what about that agreement did not work out exactly how I said it would.
You know what, it did not work out? The reason why she's playing the victim is because she got into more trouble after the interview. If she did not get into more trouble, it would have worked out for her. She wouldn't have gone and tried to cancel you. But it did not work out for her. So that's why she's trying to do this thing where she's the victim. She's saying, I was baited into it. I was forced into it. I was kidnapped. They held a gun to my head and forced me to say all of this shit.
Here is my post. This is my post. This is what I posted myself. This is my public statement, so buckle up, folks. You know, I hadn't even noticed that Corina had been making these tweets, and so whenever I noticed it, I made this public statement, and ever since then, she has been completely silent, absolutely silent. I wonder why, so let's get into it. I guess we're doing public statements now. Buckle up, folks. You know, you could have just said that I interviewed you respectfully and cordially, and that the interview was exactly what we said it was gonna be. But no, you had to say that I was apologetic and that baited you into it. I quote myself, you know, you've been so professional about all this, then I feel bad for how harshly I've gone after you, so I apologize about that, which was how I felt at the time, which it really was. It was how I felt at the time. That didn't mean that I agreed with her. That didn't mean I agreed with SAG-AFTRA. That meant that I saw her as a human being for the first time and was like, crap, dude, I probably shouldn't be calling.
That's your first mistake. You should not see her as a You should not see her as a human being.
For this person's entire life to be ruined. Way to make me regret that. Which was how I felt at the time, until you literally tried to influence what I put on my channel going further. And when I would not give into that, you got butthurt. Absolutely insane. She knew that I did that interview as respectfully and cordially as possible so that I could get another voice actor's interview afterwards. But instead, she's done this. She knew that's what I wanted. I told her that's what I wanted, and that's why she could trust that it would be a good interview and that I wouldn't try to freaking trick her in anything. But after the interview, she decided to say, if you cover VA drama again and you harm any VAs, you will never get another voice actor on as an interview. I don't know.
That's a low tier threat. That's the kind of threat I give to my dog. If you don't finish your food today, you're not getting food tomorrow.
About y'all, but that sounded like a threat. So if you wonder why my next videos were always so critical of Corina, well, you can guess why now. Here it literally says, I wouldn't give in to that. You got butthurt, and now you're trying to say I baited you when we both know you agreed to every question and had to watch the entire interview and approve it beforehand. You know, you could have just praised me for actually giving you exactly what I said you would get. But instead, you wanted to be upset that I'm not agreeing with everything you've said. It's crazy. I even praised you in my follow-up video at all after you tried to influence what I posted afterwards. You were not baited. You and I both know I held up my end of the deal. This is by far the most unprofessional and cringe response to not accept accountability for the things that you said and approved of going out. Since we're talking about how I was behind the scenes, maybe I should talk about quote unquote my experience with Corina, baby.
Yeah, you should absolutely say that, because Jesus Christ, just seeing his videos of him interviewing Corina, it hurt my fucking ears, and he had to talk to her in pre-call and other such things. God, man, it must have been a horrible experience.
Experience with Corina, because we all know it was bad, baby. It was bad. And maybe bring up what y'all said about that SAG-AFTRA leadership behind the scenes. Thanks for removing any remorse I had about going after voice actors. Hope this helps. Oh my goodness, dude, that freaking public statement was fire, boys. Absolutely fire.
It was. He fucking cooked with that public statement. Well, that was the end of that video. As you can see, she just got herself into more trouble. Ain't that fucking lovely? Ain't that what we love to see? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.